What's up guys, MickeyMoTiOnZ here, and this is a Gran Turismo 5 commentary. And in this commentary I'm driving with the Nissan Calsonic IMPUL GT5 in the former Formula 1 track, Indianapolis. And man, have I got a race in store for you guys today. So I've started right from the back of the pack, not really from the back, but somewhere about in the back of the pack I should say. And yeah, this race was pretty interesting. I mean, this was when I was first playing racing again, like when I was racing. I think it was after Christmas, I'm not quite sure. No, I think it was after the New Year. And I had this gameplay for a while, and don't know why I didn't do a commentary over it, so that's why I'm doing it right now. And you know, I actually missed this track. I actually really like this track. You know, it's something really different to all the other tracks, because you know, it has that half of the oval that from the NASCAR track, and it just makes things so interesting. If only it wasn't dangerous, I mean, it would have been fine, but obviously you have that wall, concrete wall, which makes things so dangerous, because these the Formula 1 cars can never handle going into those kind of situations. I remember Ralf Schumacher actually breaking his leg in an incident. I think he lost control of the car, and I think he's crashed it twice now. One time in the Williams and one time in the Toyota. But yeah, I think, I don't know if they use this track in NASCAR. They probably do. And I'm talking about the actual road course, because I know that the oval they were obviously using in the actual race, but I wonder if they do two separate races where they have the road course and then they do another, you know, an oval course after that. If you guys know the answer to that, then tell me, because I don't watch NASCAR at all. And I've only actually watched one race in my entire life, and that was when I was really young. But yeah, I mean, they don't broadcast it on TV. I don't think they show it on Sky Sports either. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't watch it. I think they show it late night. But what I was supposed to talk about in this video was about racing games, and I've been hearing from a few people on YouTube about how racing games are actually dying out. For example, whenever Gran Turismo 5 came out, you know, it was good for like the first 1 or 2 months, and then after it started dying out. You started seeing that people weren't doing commentaries on YouTube, people weren't playing online. There were just less people, and the only people who were actually playing the racing game were obviously the actual people who were fans of racing, like me. And when you have a problem like that, it can be quite difficult, because you can't really get the majority of the gamers getting into racing, especially when they don't really have much experience at all. And I hear from some people that, you know, using the controller can be quite frustrating, racing against, you know, pros online, and to race in the, you know, the harder difficulty modes in the GT mode. And you know, it also seems like Forza is dying out as well at the moment, and there's nothing that anybody can really do about it. And it's like, you know, they spend, I know for Gran Turismo 5 they spent so many years developing the game, and yet they still haven't really got much people getting into the game, to be honest. I mean, they must have gained more people, but those people must have gone off, you know, back to Modern Warfare, where they actually came from. And I also hear from other people that, you know, there isn't enough racing games out there that are really, you know, doing a good job, that's really really making something different. Because you've only got, you know, Formula 1, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, and then you've got the R-Factor and the iRacing, you know, all those games on the PC. And what people are saying is that, is there really a point of doing racing games on consoles? Because the majority of racers like to play on PC anyway, and that's where it's usually better, because you're always going to have more pros online on PC, and you're always going to be in a competitive environment. But with Gran Turismo 5, you know, like after like nearly a year of playing it, it just feels like the same thing over and over again. And you can buy the cars, the new cars, and the new tracks, but it just seems like the same thing again and again and again. And I don't know what it is about it. It just seems a bit boring, and I can't really play the game like every day for several hours. I can't actually do that. I'll play for like when I'm actually can play when I'm not studying. But before, as I make the mistake here, before when I was actually playing quite a lot, I'd find that Gran Turismo 5 would be quite boring after an hour or two. You just want to go back to playing an FPS game, playing Modern Warfare again. And that's coming from a racing fan. Now, playing Formula 1, for some reason I can never get bored of it. It always seems like there's a different challenge to it. There's always something different. But here it just seems like the same thing again and again, even though there's different cars. I don't know what it is about the game. I just can't stand it anymore, to be honest. I just want to get some new racing games. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, because I'm sure there will be people that disagree and say, you know, racing is still alive. But is it really? I mean, are we really seeing an increase in people who are buying wheels, let's say, racing wheels? Because, you know, racing wheels can actually be quite expensive, and if you want to like race competitively, you're obviously going to be on PC, and you're going to need a new good computer to handle the good racing games, and it can be quite a bit of a nightmare when it comes to that. And it's usually the older gamers that can actually, you know, get this, because they're actually, you know, paying it for themselves. But when it's like, you know, teenagers, kids, they're obviously going to be playing on controllers, so they're going to get bored of it easily. They're just going to go straight on FPS games. And I think that the majority of races out there are actually older, except from Formula 1. Formula 1 is really for all ages, but I think with Gran Turismo and iRacing and R-Factor and Forza, I think those are more for the actual fans, but the actual racing fans on that actual gaming are actually they're all mostly older people. They're all adults. So I think something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Maybe a new racing game, and maybe a new type of racing to get people involved. But the only way they can do this is by, you know, trying to do something unique, but not doing something like Need for Speed, like the unrealistic stuff they do. Because people will actually buy those racing games. Anybody can play that. It will be entertaining still, but there's still going to be people out there who want to play the actual pro racing games, and they need to try and get people into those kind of racing games and not Need for Speed, because Need for Speed is just taking all the races right now. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think. Is racing really dying out? Does something need to be done? You guys tell me. This is MickeyMoTiOnZ. Safe.